Well, howdy folks, and welcome back to your home port. I'm Harbour Master Hugh, and I've got just the facts for you on the Tier 3 Premium Russian cruiser, the OLEG. Alright, let's have a quick look here at the armor layout. Get you guys the facts here. We're looking here at the Citadel. Citadel plating of 11mm, not that much. It's nicely sloped armored deck, 70mm, that's definitely better. Armored deck, 35mm. Rolling over here, the athwart ships. Bulkheads are 13 and 13. Now, right here, underneath these two lifeboats, you've got the Citadel poking up above the waterline. It is either at or below, really. The rest of it just barely over the waterline. But this definitely sticks up, and this is a great place for you to aim, because it is definitely exposed. Now then, let's have a look at the guns. The barbette armor, 73mm. Around the turret, 125, and a turret roof of 25. These other casement guns, 20mm. Not a whole lot of armor there. Let's have a look now at the auxiliary and protection. Now this here, let's put the Citadel back on. This is a really nice cap over the Citadel. It's kind of like the, a little reminiscent of some of the German armor schemes. But it's only 13mm on the sides, 10 on the athwart ships, and 11mm on the deck. But again, it is a nice cap for that, so it adds a little extra protection to your Citadel there. Have a look at the Superstructure Armor. It's 6mm, pretty much everywhere, except for the conning tower, which is a nice 140mm, protect your command crew and that sort of thing. And we have a quick peek here at the end platings. Now, we've got basically, almost everywhere, 6mm there, 6mm deck. We've got 80mm on this basically gun casement, and 25 on the top of that. Thwart ship, 6mm, front, back. This bottom plate down here, 10mm. It's a little bit thicker, probably just for in case you run aground. Here we have aft end plating, 6mm, pretty much everywhere, just like the front. Okay, survivability, 24,100 hit points. Not too bad. We have a quick look here at a couple of other tier 3s. We'll check the St. Louis. This is a fully upgraded St. Louis. So when we have a look here, we've got 29.5. So that's about 5,500 more hit points, roughly speaking, there. And that's significant. It also has better armor. Sorry, thicker armor, at least, anyway. And I think if we have a very quick look, we'll just check that Citadel. Turn off some of these guys. Now, the Citadel... not bad. It does stick up over the line, though, but it's got 76mm there, 13mm there, 51 on the deck, 51 there. The athwart ships in the deck is significantly better. And then we put the cap on there. We got 13 armor belts, 102mm belt over the Citadel. Now, that's pretty nice. So there you see, that one's definitely better. Now, get rid of survivability. Our artillery. We have 8 152mm guns, and these are the ones mounted in the casements and open positions on the side of the hull. Down that way. Now we look over here. We have 2 double-barreled turrets, also with the 152mm guns. They are extremely slow to rotate. 31 seconds for 180-degree turn time. Turret rotation. Nasty, nasty. When you could look at that and consider your maneuverability, your turning circle is 450 meters. At your maximum speed that it can maintain in that hard turn, you're not going to be able to track your enemies with these turrets. So there's something to consider there. That's not a very good statistic. Further to the guns. The HE, I'll tell you right now, the HE ammunition is the ammunition to use. The AP is pretty much unremarkable in any way. Did not find that very effective to use. The HE, on the other hand, was pretty effective at starting fires. Starting fires, and of course fires are the gift that keep on giving. You can farm a lot of damage with fires, and of course you're helping your team out by burning down your enemies. Use the HE. As you can see, there is no anti-aircraft defense whatsoever on this ship. What you need to do is hang out with people who have some anti-aircraft fire when you run into those tier 4 aircraft carriers and their airplanes. You can't defend yourself from those, so be very careful. You do have, like I say, the tight turning circle. You'll probably do just fine at dodging the torpedoes if you're paying attention, but you're not shooting any aircraft down with this boat. Check the concealment. Detectability by sea, 10 kilometers. And don't forget, you have a 10.8 kilometer firing range. So the gap between when you can be detected and when you can fire is small. And in fact, if you fire the guns, your detectability goes up to 14. You can't fire these guns without getting spotted. So what's cool about the OLEG? Why would you want to spend your hard-earned dollars on this ship? There are not very many compelling reasons to do it. If you're a collector, you probably want this ship in your port. The thing about it is, in the tech tree, check the Russian tech tree. What do we have here at Tier 3? The Bogatyr. It's the sister ship to the OLEG. It has such similar specifications to the OLEG that, and this one's free. You just grind this one out as you're playing the game and enjoying yourself. So that's the thing. Why would you spend money on the other one? It doesn't seem to make massive credits in my experience. I have to say though, even though there appears to be not very many compelling features, I've had some pretty darn good games in this thing. I had a 91,000 damage game, but I mean, it is possible to have fun in this ship. It's very satisfying to watch all the fires that you light, watching your enemies burn down. The ammunition consumables for the OLEG, there's really not very much there. You've got the damage control party 1 consumable. Yeah, and you'll want that. You can't afford to be burning in this ship. It doesn't have enough hit points. You gotta get them out if you can help it. Use as required at the appropriate time. Upgrades. I've elected to go with the magazine modification because this thing can be so easily penetrated by just about every gun out there. I do not want to get detonated. I would follow that up with a signal flag, the 100% reduction of chance to have your magazine detonated as well, because it isn't stopping any rounds the whole here. And I also went for the damage control system modification 1, which reduces your risk of flooding by 3% and the risk of fire by 5%, because again, this thing does not have much going for it in the way of protection. So I figure that those two are a pretty good choice. Your commander comes with a 3-point commander. Have a look here. I chose priority target. I wanted to know who was shooting at me. I also chose expert marksman plus 0.7 degree speed boost to the traverse of the guns that are above 139 millimeters. So I figured because they're so slow, and that was a must, could not go without that. Well folks, those are just the facts on the Tier 3 Russian cruiser, the OLEG. Despite the numbers not looking very good on this ship, and despite my own chattering about how much it's not that great of a ship, I have to say I don't mind playing it. I don't mind playing this ship. I've actually had some good matches in it and some good fun. I cannot recommend that you purchase this ship for your money. I can only tell you about my own experiences, and they have been reasonably pleasant so far. Once you get the hang of it, you know, you got to play a certain way. You're not, you can't be a bully out there in this ship. But still, I've had a good time being a supporting player. So there's something to think about there. Well, folks, there you have it. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like down below. And if you really enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button. Let me know in the comments. As well, be sure to visit my social media pages, both on Facebook and Twitter. This is where I post info that, well, not belonging in a video. It's worth taking a look at. Also, folks, be sure to check out Little White Mouse's written review on shipcomrade.com. There's a link in the video description here. Her and Lurt kind of get busy and discuss further attributes and further detail about the OLEG. Links to all things in the video description. Alright folks, thanks very much for stopping by and watching. I'll catch you next time.